So I have been enjoying this amazing Say Jess Please version of the Cafe Misto. It is so
You know
good.
it.
But I'm getting a little hungry, Jess. I'm ready to eat.
Hey, and I always recommend having your coffee with a little something on your stomach.
Definitely.
Can you guess why?
Yeah.
Blood sugar.
Blood sugar.
That's right. That's right.
So what are we gonna make today?
Okay, so today we are going to remake the Starbucks egg bites. And a lot of people love those because they're like quick, easy to pop in and out during the day. But when we look at them in a little bit of a closer, more critical light, I think we realize they don't look so good.
No.
No, they
They're
don't.
not as good as we think.
No, they look a little wrinkly and old. So, no offense, Starbucks, because this is also like a pretty good option.
Yeah.
Like I scoured the Starbucks menu and I wanted to pull sort of the 4 healthier choices that you can make there. So this is still fine if you're in a pinch. But if you aren't in a pinch and you have a little time to meal prep for yourself,
Yes.
this recipe makes 6 egg bites, so it should last you, at least 3 days, or you and your partner a couple of days. We'll send you and Mac home with some.
Woo.
Get your day kicked off
I'll be
with some egg
excited.
bites. So,
Okay, so what do we do?
so we're gonna do, I changed up the recipe a little bit. What we're remaking is the kale and portobello egg bites, but I added a little bit of a spicy Italian chicken sauce.
Oh,
So I just think
love
it's
it.
a little kick.
Yes.
And it's a little extra protein and it's a great way to start the day. So a little extra flavor. What I omitted from the Starbucks is the cheese. And so I think when we can sometimes replace like a very flavorful protein as opposed to eating the cheese, it's a little bit of a better choice. So I personally try to stay like dairy-free whenever possible and manage the amount of gluten that I eat. So all of my recipes are typically gluten-free and dairy-free, and which is good for anyone with allergies too.
Absolutely.
So, good for the whole family. So we're gonna make 6 egg bites like I mentioned. I'm just going to spray the tray. I'm gonna spray my pan. Little known fact, avocado oil has a much higher heating point. Like there's a certain temperature that the molecules can become carcinogenic. And so olive oil has a lower heating point. So it's not recommended as much to cook with olive oil, to bake or to saute. Avocado oil is a little bit of a better choice because it keeps its integrity up to 450 degrees, as it says on my little bottle here. So that's just a little fun fact. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna cook up our kale and then we're gonna add the chicken sausage and then use our blender here to make this really nice and fluffy, creamy egg mixture. We're gonna combine the two. We're gonna bake it at 300 for about 30 minutes, and then we're gonna pop it out and enjoy it.
All right.
Okay, so let's do it. So we get our temperature up to like a medium, and I saute the kale, which I previously chopped. This is 2 cups of kale. I like to add a little bit of water in sauteing the kale, which I'm just gonna grab right here from my refrigerator.
Oh. Will it work? Fresh filtered water.
And it just keeps us from adding water just keeps us from needing more oil. So it's just a good way to manage the amount of oil that we're eating, which can save us a little calories from here.
Oh,
now and
yeah.
then. I'm pro oil with the healthy oils, but it's nice to be able to manage it. So I'm just gonna add just a little more water. We're gonna turn this up just to get it cooking. And then I have prepped the sausage. These I got from Whole Foods and they were links. And so what I did was I just cut the casing open and I put the meat on the saute pan, cut it up so it's sort of like ground meat version of sausage.
Yum.
And so just in an effort to save some time, I pre-cooked these. So I'm just gonna add them to the kale mixture once the kale's cooked to warm it up.
Okay.
Yes.
It smells good.
Yeah.
I actually really like kale too.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
I like to cook it. I think sometimes when you eat it raw.
Yeah, I guess I really don't
tough.
eat it raw. I have it in juices.
Yeah. It's great.
Guess I've never had a piece.
Oh, go ahead, get in there.
Okay.
See if you can do it.
Oh,
How is it?
not bad.
When it's cooked a little, it's a little bit easier to eat.
It is very fresh.
And if you can see, like once cooked or steamed, like the kale gets this like much more vibrant shade of green. And it's much easier to digest when it's a little bit cooked. Anyone who's ever had like a raw kale salad knows that like you've eaten something so nourishing and then it makes you a little bloated. It's just better to cook it. Okay, so we're a little bit soft. We're gonna continue to bake it so it'll cook in the oven a little bit more. I just wanna heat up our chicken sausage and let it flavor the kale a little bit. You can see some of that good, just kind of lean fat flavor the kale. I mean, this already together, you could just eat this.
Yeah, this is perfect with some eggs.
Yep, we're gonna add some eggs. So this is 2 sausage links that I added. If you're like a little bit less of a meat eater, you can opt for 1. I just love the flavor that spicy Italian sausage adds. It's the Italian roots in me.
Oh,
One
yeah.
thing I will say about meat though, I love lean meat, but if I'm gonna eat one thing organic in my kitchen, it's meat. Because the animals have all kinds of antibiotics and hormones and you don't know what they're eating, and so just monitoring the meat, I mean even more than produce, will be better for your net health than anything else. So I do invest in good high quality meats. Okay, so I'm just gonna take that off the stove for a minute and we're gonna blend our egg mixture. So we are working with 3 eggs. I have not mastered the 1-hand egg. Have you?
Oh no, if you
Give it a
haven't,
try.
I haven't.
Get in here.
Okay, we'll see what happens
See if
here.
you can do it with
this
one
could be
hand.
very dangerous.
You got it.
Anything with me in the kitchen can be dangerous.
Hiya!
You did it! Oh no! The shell went in. Pause, everybody. I'm getting it.
You wash your hands.
I did. I have freshly washed hands.
I wish every morning was this fun making my eggs. So we're gonna add some minced garlic here.
Ooh, this
Probably
smells
should have
really
sauteed
good.
the garlic in there, but we're gonna bake it so it'll work. A teaspoon of chopped parsley,
Okay.
which I really like. If I'm gonna do like an herb pot, I like to do parsley and basil because I find them kind of annoying to buy because they go bad so quickly and they're in my fridge, out of sight, out of mind. They grow so beautifully in the summer. So if you can see, I have some on my windowsill there. And then I'm adding a 1/4 cup of cottage cheese. And the cottage cheese is sort of like our cheese substitute. It's a little better than just like a cheddar cheese, and it makes the eggs really fluffy.
Yes, a little healthier for us.
That's what we're aiming for, just little tweaks that make being healthy a little bit easier. Okay. Okay, we got our egg mixture. Easy breezy. I'm telling you, this isn't hard. And it's so easy to just double this recipe and make 12, freeze or fridge for your whole family to enjoy. All right, so now we are just going to evenly distribute the egg mixture among our muffin tins. And no worries if these aren't completely full. They're sort of meant to be like bites, just like the Starbucks version. So a grab and go. And the serving size on these is 2. So you can have more than 1.
Okay. Small bites. Ooh,
Small bites.
perfect.
Yes. So now that we've evenly distributed the egg mixture, I'm gonna grab a spoon just to make it a little bit.
And get our meat and kale on top.
Yes, we're gonna get our meats and our greens in here.
Ooh.
And I think add as much as you like. So I think this is totally personal preference in terms of like, do you really like a lot of protein? You can easily make these vegetarian if you aren't into.
You make it look so easy, Jess.
I'm telling you, it is.
I can do this.
One of my sort of missions around Say Jess Please is to just show that eating healthy is like so achievable. And I aim to like always be human about it. Like this is not something that I want to spend hours in the kitchen doing. I have a full-time job. My dinners usually take 30 minutes to make.
That's it.
Or like big fan of meal prepping. Just making these little tweaks or brand swaps that like make your lifestyle a little bit healthier. And I promise that I do the research in terms of like selecting my brands, and I have never had a brand partnership before. So I'm never like, self-motivated to share a brand. It's all just based on my experience, and I have spent a lot of money trying a lot of things. So save yourself the trouble and just go along. Yes, we have a little bit extra. I'm sure after this, I'll probably make another batch of the egg mixture.
Why not? Jess's
not?
husband, Pat, is going to be very happy
Yes, he
the
is.
next few days for breakfast.
And he works from home, so he is very grateful when he can open the refrigerator and there's just something in there that he can grab and go. What do you think? We ready?
They look good. Now, how long do you bake these for?
So these bake for 30 minutes at 300. So it's a really low temperature. It's called the sous vide method, and even the Starbucks bites are egg bites sous vide style. And
Okay.
so what we do is we add like 1 or 2 inches of water in a pan underneath our egg mixture
Okay.
to add humidity and moisture in the oven. And then we put these in above them, bake at this low 300 temperature for 30 minutes. So they should be really fluffy and not really brown.
Okay.
So
Let's pop them in.
Let's do it. You want to grab these? And I'll grab that.
Oh, yeah.
You did it! I did it! Yay! Ooh, our egg bites are ready. So let's just take a quick break and pull those out. Maybe you need to see my mitt. It says, drop a new recipe on your ass. Okay, so we're pulling out our egg bites.
Ooh, they look
so good.
Ooh.
And we're just gonna let these cool on the
We'll let them
burner for a
cool?
little while, but they look
We'll
fabulous.
finish our sandwich. They look so good.